James paced nervously in the opulent living room of Lily's family estate. He glanced at his reflection in the ornate mirror, adjusting his tie with a mix of excitement and anxiety. Today was the day he would marry Lily, securing his place in her wealthy family's dynasty. Just a few more hours and I'll be set for life. Meanwhile, in the garden outside, Lily stood by the fountain, her expression unreadable. Her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Thornton, approached, their smiles tinged with concern. "Lily, are you sure about this?" "I'm sure, father. James is the one I want to marry." Lily's resolve masked a deeper understanding. She knew James had ulterior motives. His interest in her extended far beyond love. As the heir to a vast fortune, Lily had seen her fair share of fortune hunters. But she had a plan of her own. "I love you, Lily. Always and forever." "I love you too, James." But behind the facade of love and devotion, Lily's mind was sharp and calculating. She knew James had a plan. Unbeknownst to him, her love for him was not blind. As the reception reached its peak, Lily discreetly excused herself and slipped away to her study. She called her trusted financial advisor, Mr. Andrews, into her confidence. "Mr. Andrews, has everything I asked for been completed? This is delicate, I know, but necessary." "Lily, don't worry. Your family's wealth is safe. I love James, but we can't let him manipulate his way into our family's wealth." Mr. Andrews, knowing Lily's determination and her keen intellect, agreed to execute the plan. Months later, the fateful evening arrived when Lily invited James, his parents, his sister and her parents to a private meeting in the study. She waited until they were all seated before dropping the bombshell. "James, I know about your plan. I know you married me for my inheritance." James paled, his facade crumbling as he realized he had been outmaneuvered. "I can explain." "No need. Mr. Andrews alerted me to every move you made. Every business and personal account you thought you had access to were never attached to real funds. Everything was set up as simulated accounts, similar to those used for teaching how to trade on the stock markets." "Simulated accounts?" "Yes, they mimicked real amounts and data. I knew it was strange when you quit your job and insisted on working only for my father's company. I wanted to believe you loved me, but my best friends kept warning me not to give you access to any family assets. They said if you truly loved me, you would want us to build our own life together. Instead, you only wanted to join my father's business and live on the family estate." "That's not true. I was just trying to help. By constantly asking my father to hire various members of your family, or to let your sister's family live on our estate. You said it was because she was going through a rough patch and it would be good for her children." "Don't you love her children?" you asked. "But I never considered asking my father to hire or house any member of your family." "Lily, I was just trying to what? Use my family's resources for your own gain? You constantly reminded my father's employees that you were family now. Several of them kept a close eye on you without any prompting from me. They were eager to share information with Mr. Andrews when he inquired." James' face contorts in disbelief and anger. "You're bankrupt now, James, and you and your family will get nothing from me or my parents. You're not welcome here anymore." "Oh, and those transfers of business funds and my personal funds to the bank accounts controlled by your family? They didn't go through because you were never authorized to access those accounts. I had Mr. Andrews make arrangements to protect my family from you before we were married." With that, Lily stood, her gaze unwavering as James and his family left the room in stunned silence. They had underestimated Lily's intelligence and determination. Leaving them bankrupt and abandoned by the wealthy family they had schemed to join. James left the meeting feeling defeated and betrayed, unsure of where to turn next. As he brooded, his mother reminded him that he still had cards to play since he was still married to Lily. A slow smile spread across James' face as he considered his next move. Lily sat composedly in her lawyer's office, flipping through legal documents as her lawyer, Mr. Reynolds, looked on with a mix of concern and admiration. "Lily, you've handled this situation with remarkable poise. But are you sure about dragging this on? Could get messy." "James needs to learn his lesson, Mr. Reynolds. He thought he could use me for my money. Now he'll see the consequences of his greed." Mr. Reynolds nodded, understanding the gravity of Lily's determination. James dialed furiously on his phone, desperate for a lifeline in his sinking situation. Finally, someone answered. Dad, I need your help. Lily's got it all wrong. You know how hard I worked at your company and how much I wanted to help it grow. It's that Mr. Andrews. He's got control of Lily's money and wants me out of the way. Come on, Dad, you know I love Lily more than anything. She's still my wife. We can work this out. I need your help. James, you brought this upon yourself. If what you say is true, you need to fix this mess, or there will be serious consequences. James clenched his jaw, feeling the weight of his own mistakes and the disappointment in his father-in-law's voice. Later, Lily and James sat across from each other at the dinner table, a tense silence hanging between them like a veil. Lily, I don't know how much longer we can keep this up. We need to fix this and go back to our happy life. I love you and will do anything to prove that to you. James, we agreed to see this divorce through. Don't waver now. James looked at Lily, his heart sinking as he realized the depth of her resolve. He had underestimated her, and now he was paying the price. Okay, let's compromise. Let's get our own place just for the two of us. And my family, well, they just really wanted to feel like part of the family, but no more asking for jobs for them. My sister is doing better now, and may reconcile with her husband soon. It will be just the two of us happy together. Lily, this has gone far enough. There will not be a divorce. It occurred to me that you would not agree to a divorce since you wouldn't get a payout for a marriage that was less than a year. So I was thinking about giving you a substantial settlement to move things along. What exactly were you thinking the settlement would be? I was thinking maybe setting you up with your own business and a one-time cash amount to help you get settled in your new life. Do you think you could agree to that? I think that's a good starting point, but it could be better. I need some stock in the family's business. I did work hard trying to help that company. Greed is an ugly monster, James. You should have just said yes. After digging deeper into you and your family, my lawyers found a long-term girlfriend and a child. The child has your name on the birth certificate. This child is less than 1 year old, just like our marriage. Based on your actions, my lawyers believe we can get an annulment of this marriage based on fraud. I won't let you manipulate me anymore, James. You need to understand the gravity of your actions. And so does everyone else who played a part in this deception. So sign the papers or see all of you in court. James sat there, feeling smaller than ever, visibly shaken, feeling abandoned and disgraced. James watched helplessly as Lily walked out of the restaurant, leaving him to confront the wreckage of his own making. If you enjoyed the intense drama and unexpected twists of The Art of Deception, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Don't miss out on the next thrilling chapter. Turn on notifications so you can be the first to know when it drops. Your support means the world to us, and we can't wait to share more captivating stories with you.